The highlights from GreatStockPicks.com live trading chat room, January 16th. We didn't even I can't talk. We didn't even have Ann Taylor on watch, ANN here, but I found it doing my morning scan. Once the market opens, I scan for unusual volume, and you can see it was selling off pretty hard. This little circle right here pretty much shows where we grabbed it, almost at the bottom of this tail, and it ended up giving us almost $1 on 20 cents risk, and I'll show you how. The reason I found it, first of all, let's show you what it looked like. Look at that sell-off at the open. Pretty much 20 straight minutes. The fact that it was coming down, it lit up my unusual volume scanner, lit up the price movement, and then if you look at the daily, it was hitting the 200-day. So anytime you get a stock that travels that far that fast and hits the 200-day, you can get, and notice I say you can, doesn't mean you will, but you can get a nice rebound. So that doesn't mean you blindly jump in. We waited for a turn. I actually used 2-minute candles here and called it right over this red candle right here, 30.80 low of day stop. And you can see what happened. It turned right there and ended up going up past 31.80. Again, 20 cents risk, and that ended up being a pretty darn nice way to start the day. All right, let's see. Let's go to fives here. EXPR. Well, let's start with the daily. Sorry. EXPR had that big day yesterday, so we just threw it on. See the volume there, the break through the 200-day moving average. So we just threw it on watch today to see if it would give any kind of setup. Try to take the gap out of there. It looked like this. It sold off, bounced kind of sideways, and I went ahead and said I called it long if it got up to 1727. All right, so right around there. If it got up to 1727, stop was at 1710, worst case. Really didn't need to be that wide, but anyway, you can see what happened here. There's the trigger, and then we get through the high of the day, and pretty decent move. It went all the way to 1775. So I mean, it was a decent little move there on EXPR, and we were never underwater. Like I said, the stop was 17 cents away, but with the trigger right here, that's actually a little, anyway, with the trigger right there, you can see it never really, we were never in danger, never even came back to break even. So those are the good ones that you don't even have to sit back through a pullback or anything like that. Let's see what else. Smith & Wesson, SWHC, one of our all-stars, Stephen B., basically called this, you had the press conference Obama was giving or whatever right here. I wasn't about to try to trade it then, but when things calm down, and then you just end up with this, where's my drawing tool? You're going to end up with this kind of flag here, right? Stephen B. said over 880, so 881, worst case stop like 9 cents below. He said over 880, this little flag might get it through the high of the day and some short covering. And look at that's exactly what happened. Beautiful shape to sell into too. We teach our members whenever you get this kind of shape in your favor, you always want to be a seller, not a chaser, right? So from 881 went to 925. That's a nice little move on a stock that price. In a very short period of time. The rest of my calls for the day, Zion, I just noticed it. Regional banks were strong. Zion was breaking out right here. Called it long basically right there. I didn't have that one on watch either. We took a quick 12 cents or something out of it, and then it chopped around the rest of the day. ADTN, after this volume spike, I called it long. Right over this red candle right here. 21.61 and a quick move to 22. That's not huge, but you know what? It was easy, quick money in our pocket. Let's see. Bear with me. Macy's called it long right there at that blue line, 38.30, and got a quick scalp. I went to 38.46 and back to my entry, and I was out the rest. I know there were a couple others. I know the All-Stars were doing very well today. I don't have their calls in front of us. So that is just about. Oh wait, no. Also called a long in CCL after the gap up. I called it long. I can't remember. It's like 38.21, 38.15 stop or something. It's like 6, 7, 8 cents, and it triggered. And then I realized oil numbers were coming out, and we got stopped out pretty quickly, like 6, 7, or 8 cents. That was, I believe, my only stop out of the day. I also gave an idea, and I don't want to say this was a call, but I gave an idea on PSX. Very strong stock on this pullback right here. I switched to 15-minute candles and gave an idea to the room over this green candle. Again, I didn't make it an official call. As a matter of fact, I worded it, hey, does anyone else like this one on 15s, or in other words, 53.67, 53.54 stop, and look what happens. Unfortunately, I didn't take that one, but from 53.67, it went up almost $1 from there. So that worked well. It's kind of an idea I put out. Like I said, didn't take the trade myself. I'd already met my daily goal by that time, and I I try not to give money back when I meet my goal in the morning. I usually hang out and try to find trades, but I'm not a big fan of chipping away at my morning gain. So if I meet my goal, I'm usually done for the day as far as my own trading. So all right, I've babbled long enough. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.